Hey guys, welcome to challenge number 10. Today we have two sentences. The other factions celebrate birthdays, but we don't. It would be self-indulgent. So again, I think we can start off by dividing our sentence into parts. We have the comma here. Here we go, comma, and then we have a period. So we know we are dealing with 1, 2, 3 different components of this sentence. Now, the reason I put it together, and I give you guys two sentences here, is to show you that you have two separate clauses that you can actually join together. So if you see this period, you could simply add a semicolon. That's right, it's that little dot at the top with a line down here. And that would join these two ideas together. Again, the author or the writer does not necessarily have to do it. If you don't have this punctuation included, you're taking these two ideas as separate. In other words, I'm pausing after we don't, but then I'm explaining it would be self-indulgent. If I added the semicolon, it now ties this thought to this one. So let's start with our subject. Okay, subject's at the very beginning. Here's our article the. We have other, that's our adjective. Factions. Here is our subject right there. And predicate should be right next to it. And there we go, celebrate. Okay, and remember, we want to start very slow. We start with our subject predicate, and then we can move on to the other 9 cases. Next sentence, subject. This is our conjunction, but and we. There's our subject, and don't. But in this case, don't what? Don't celebrate. Perfect. Predicate. And another subject, it. And predicate, would be. So now that you have those 3 sentences with the subject predicate, you can actually find out what they're all about. Number 1, the first idea, factions celebrate. We don't. It would be. Okay. Now we can talk about the next component, which is the other noun cases. So what do we celebrate? Or what do the factions celebrate? Birthdays. Direct object. But here, in this sentence, we just have a subject predicate. Yet, what is the direct objects if we don't? And if you've guessed it's birthdays, you'd be right. Okay, so this sentence doesn't repeat birthdays, but you automatically know that the object of what we don't celebrate is the same as in the first sentence. Awesome. Other, just an adjective. And the next one here, it would be. What would it be? We have self-indulgent. So self-indulgent is describing what it would be. In this case, it's describing it, making self-indulgent a predicate nominative. And I think some of you guys actually sent me your answers with just that interpretation of self-indulgent, which is fantastic. It means you guys are getting better, and doing at least one challenge a day is going to increase your ability to not only recognize noun cases, but to create better sentences, which is what this is all about. Okay, let's go and I apologize for yesterday. I did not include the parsing of the verb, so let me do that. So for our faction side, it's taking the PN here with me. All right. For factions, for the verb faction celebrate. So celebrate. This equals rate. Yeah. This equals the subject here is factions. It's a plural subject, third person plural. Okay, and what would be the tense is going to be present, past or future. Again, future will celebrate, past celebrated. So in this case, it's just present. How many times do we celebrate? Once. That's simple. And it's true. Okay, so third person, present, simple, indicative. After that, we have we don't. I'll just write do not, just to make you see that don't is the short form of do not. So do not celebrate. Who's not celebrating? The subject here is we, so first person plural. And we have the exact same tense. It's present, it's simple, and it's indicative. Perfect. Now, the next component is it would be. So as soon as you see would, which is right here, okay, that should be a big clue as to what kind of verb this is, because it would be is not the same as it will be, okay? So it would be indicates a subjunctive. You'd be right. It is third person singular. And what tense does it have? So the tense here in the subjunctive depends on what your previous sentence was. So if you have a present tense, when we're looking at it would be self-indulgent, but it isn't, it's contrary to the present, right? So it would be self-indulgent now, but it's not because we don't celebrate birthdays. It's present just as the other ones are present. And it is simple because it would be once. And it's subjunctive. If you'd like me to expand a little bit more on subjunctives, please leave me some comments down below, and I'll see if I can do a small little video on what these pesky subjunctives are. For now, know that every time you see would, should, could, might, may, you're dealing with a verb that is not true. It has the potential to be true, but it really isn't. And in this case, any subjunctive is dependent on your previous statement. So right now, Mr. G is sitting at a desk recording a video. Wouldn't it be nice if you were all here? Notice that I'm saying, wouldn't it be nice if you were here now versus wouldn't it be nice if you were here some other time? So again, subjunctives depend on the previous tenses of the verb. In this case, they're all present. So my subjunctive would in this case is also present. Again, I hope that wasn't too confusing. If it was, please leave me a comment. And if you'd like me to expand a little bit more on the subjunctives, I'll be more than happy to help. For now, thank you so much for watching, and very happy to see many of you guys are getting better and better at this. If also, just one last thing before I leave, if you want to connect with me, and if you want to set up a time as a class, or maybe if you like the idea, let me know in the comments, and I could schedule a meet and greet with all of you guys online. We can do Zoom, we could do Google Hangout. Just let me know what is easiest for you, and we could connect. I could help you out with your schoolwork. Just sit back, chat, or ask questions. Thank you again for watching. I look forward to your comments. Have a great day, guys. Bye.